Hey guys, what's up? I'm Erin and welcome back to Erin Talks Money and the series Money Minutes, where I answer common money questions in just a couple minutes. The purpose is to give you bite-sized financial guidance when you're running low on time. So because our time here is brief, let's dive right into today's topic, which is how much money should I have saved up? Well, as with many money questions, for this one we're going to have to default to some general rules of thumb, because how much money you have saved up really depends on two main factors. One, how much money you make, and two, how old you are. Because the more money you make, the more money you should have saved up because you make more money. And the older you are, the more money you should have saved up because theoretically you have more earning and working years behind you. So with that general information, let's see what the experts say. They say at 30 years old, you should have 1 times your annual income saved up. At 40, 3 times, 50, 6 times, 60, 8 times, and at 67, traditional retirement age, you should have roughly 10 times your annual income saved up. So what would that actually look like in practice? Let's say you make $50,000 a year. So by the time you turn 30, you would want 1 times your annual income saved up. So that would mean you would want $50,000 saved up. By the time you turn 40, you would want 3 times your annual income saved up, or $150,000. By the time you turn 50, you would want 6 times your annual income, or $300,000. By the time you turn 60, you would want 8 times, which is $400,000. And by the time you turn 67, traditional retirement age, and you're ready to step away from that workforce, you would want 10 times your annual income saved up, which would be $500,000 in this specific case. But believe it or not, these are actually fairly conservative numbers. And remember, we said these numbers are general rules of thumb. They are not set in stone and they are not based on your personal circumstance. Because when it comes to your own personal retirement, there are a couple of factors you're going to want to take into consideration. One is your planned retirement age, and 2 is the lifestyle you want to lead in retirement. Because the earlier you want to retire, the more aggressively you're going to have to save. However, if you plan on working late into your 70s because you love the job you do, well, you don't have to save as aggressively. And the lifestyle you want to lead in retirement is going to be another big factor in how much money you need saved up. Do you want to retire and start traveling the world? Well, that's going to take a pretty hefty nest egg. However, if you want to retire and downsize and enjoy a slower pace of life, well, you're not going to need quite as much saved up. For the homebody whose favorite activities are hiking and gardening, they don't need as much saved up comparative to the jet setter. So what do you think of these figures? Remember that they are simply a guideline. Make sure to make the necessary adjustments for your own personal situation. And don't spend too much time fretting if you happen to be behind on any of these numbers. All that means is that you've got to knuckle down and save a bit more aggressively. But that's going to do it for me today, guys. I post new videos every Monday and Thursday. Make sure to hit that like button on the way out. Ring the subscribe bell if you are new here, and I will see you soon. Bye!